Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bulldog Weekly, Season 8, Episode 1. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Ezra. In this week's episode, we have exclusive interviews with the volleyball captains in the drama department, as well as the inside scoop on a new tech ed teacher.
Sounds great, but before we get to that, Mr. Devoll and Mrs. Carrig have the week ahead of sports and school. Take it away.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rundown. We have our first session of the year. Welcome back. I'm thrilled to be back. We are already through September. Amazing how quickly this school year has gone. It's off to a great start. We're thrilled to be here with a new ORC TV crew. Today is Sunday, September 29th, and we are looking at a 5-day of school week this week. Monday is the 30th. We're going to have a mentor day for the Bulldog block, and we're going to schedule for our sessions for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Why not Thursday? I'll let you know in a minute. So Tuesday is October 1st. We have Tin Whistle Tuesday in Dr. Everett's class. Also for our juniors and seniors, the University of New England is coming with a college rep to meet and guidance. It's a good opportunity for students to network with college representatives and also consider University of New England as a potential landing spot. Wednesday is October 2nd. We've got the Music Appreciation Club. We have a couple of colleges happening at this time. UMass Lowell will be here on campus, as well as Springfield College. Bulldog Block will kick off that day with a 10-minute freshman meeting so they can get their act together for homecoming, which is at the end of the month. Thursday is the 3rd of October. There's no Bulldog Block because it's our first delayed start of the year. So what's a delayed start? Students don't have to arrive to school until 8:29 and 59 seconds. We have 2 shortened blocks and we remove Bulldog Block. So that's always an enjoyable morning for our students. They get to take a little bit longer to get to school. Friday is October 4th. We have yoga with Miss Connor. We have Magic the Gathering with Mr. Elaine. We have Riviere University coming. So Riviere will be here, as well as Mass Maritime and Maine College of Art and Design. So there's a lot of college opportunities this week for our juniors and seniors through the Bulldog block. So great week upcoming. We've got to already hit October, and we'll see you next week.
What's up, Bulldog Nation? First athletic department update of the year of our fall 2024 season, which is off to a really great start across the board. Some really exciting things to tell you about. First, our football team is 2-1. The Cardiac kids have 2 overtime wins to start their season and a real close loss in that rainy, awful afternoon and evening last Friday night against the defending Super Bowl champions in Fairhaven High School, dropping that game by 7. They play tonight, as this is Friday. We're down at Dartmouth High School for another tough opponent. That game is 7 p.m. at the stadium on Slocum Road. And good luck to our football team as they hope to get back on the winning side of things. Volleyball is 8-2 on the season, undefeated in South Coast Conference play. 2 tough losses, one to, again, a defending state champion in Weston and a local rival in Dennis Yarmouth, with an opportunity to capitalize on a little revenge in both of those games later on in this season. But a great start for that team. Be sure to check out the game Monday against Bourne in our gymnasium. It's a big week for the Bulldogs. We've got Bourne at home on Monday, which is always a big game. We're on the road on Friday night at Joseph Case, one of our league rivals and top contenders for SCC power rankings. And then Fairhaven sandwiched in the middle on Wednesday. So a really big week for our volleyball team. Good luck to them as they go through their week. Our boys soccer team 4-2-1 with an opportunity to avenge the tie, the lone tie in their record against Falmouth tomorrow, Saturday, here at 10 a.m. One of just a few home games that they've been able to have at home. Road Warriors, though, out there 4-2-1. Their last 3 games, they've scored 10 goals for and allowed just 1 against. They're in great midseason form right now. Looking for a big day against Falmouth tomorrow to stay on the right side of the win-loss column. Girls soccer 6-2-1 after a 6-0 start to the season. A couple of tough matchups, including a night game at Voke and a really good opponent at Somerset Berkeley here the other day, dropping a couple and getting a draw with Dighton Rehoboth, which is always a tightly contested game. So they will look to get back into the swing of things, getting some players back from illness and injury, and we should be off and rolling again in girls soccer. Golf, no news here other than we're still undefeated. Story of the year always is golf rolling through their regular season with very little in the way of difficult matches. Winning 1 match by a single point, showing great toughness at one point this season, but they are 11-0, and they look to wrap up their season here in the next couple weeks and make another push towards that state tournament that we've been in the last couple of years. Girls and boys cross country, 3 meets so far. The boys are 1-2, but great performance from the boys at home against Apponequet to steal a win and seal a deal to get their first win of the year. And the girls out to a 3-0 start. Both teams in control of South Coast Conference record title contention. There's a tie scenario in the boys' side. The girls look like they have a good footing for outright winners on their side if they just handle their business. But a great start for Coach Pilla and our girls and boys cross-country team. Field hockey is out to a 3-2-3 start. A lot of draws in there, only a couple losses, and they have a 5-game unbeaten streak in their last 5, while they're, again, like everyone else, battling the injury bug, the illness factor, which has run through our teams a little bit. But they've managed to remain resilient and have a 5-game unbeaten streak, and they look to continue that next week. And speaking of big dates next week, our unified basketball team is opening on the road next Tuesday. Their season begins. They've been having all the practices and preseason preparations in the gym with Coach Fenton, and we're looking forward to seeing what they're able to do as they come off a perfect season in 2023 and get their 2024 campaign started on the road on Tuesday. If you're marking your calendars, we'll be at home on October 18th for Unified Basketball. That's our first home game for Unified Basketball. That's what we've been up to. That's a great start for all of our teams. Everybody's still in control of their league destiny, their playoff destiny. Really exciting. So do get out and support our teams. And as always, go Bulldogs.
Nice.
Thanks for the informative update.
Now it's segment time. Let's get back to the volleyball captains about their upcoming season.
Da, 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 da. I'm Carola. I'm Hannah.
I'm Kimmy.
I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Jocelyn.
And you're watching For Our Girls Volleyball.
Okay, so we're going to jump into questions. How are you feeling going into the season?
Definitely confident. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a state championship on my mind, and I just can't get rid of that feeling. So
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I mean, having that state championship behind my belt, I had a big role in that team freshman year, as many know. So, yeah.
I'd say we all got a little taste of that freshman year. Some got more of a taste than others, and it just made us really want that more. So when we're watching this, I hope we have another banner standing behind us.
Yeah.
We have a itch to scratch, and we're going to get it.
She's right.
Yeah.
What are some of your best memories from being on the team?
Cammie, when we had a team dinner, she fell in some dirt.
This was like last week.
Yeah.
Mine, I'm gonna get sentimental. Probably playing with my sister.
Oh,
And that was
yeah.
a really good year. Our good season. That was
Sophomore year.
Cut that. That was a good season. Our sophomore year season, because I felt like we were all very close, and it was like a group of people that we wouldn't expect to be friends with, but we were all like weirdly close.
Yeah.
I would say just like all of our like not even just like our games, but like the team bonding we do. I feel like we're a really close team, and like just like team dinners or any time that we have together.
Yeah. I really like our play days before the season and like any preseason stuff. I feel like we really get to know each other as a team then.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Great.
What are your goals for this season?
I mean, like I
champs.
said,
Stay
No, Final Four. Final Four.
yeah.
Definitely Final Four. That's what
At
I'm
least.
hoping for.
And for the stars lined up, I mean.
honestly, I just think I want to reach our max potential as a team and just have some fun and make some good memories our senior year.
What impact do you hope to have on the team?
I want them to like look at our group like of seniors. We're all seniors, and see that like you can have fun, but also like be successful at the same time. Like you can take things seriously, but like I would say that we definitely like to have fun.
I want them to like look up to us like the way we looked up to the seniors when we were freshmen, because for some of us, they were our sisters, so we always like looked up to them, and I hope they do the same. And yeah, just I don't know.
I'm failing at this. I hope that they also look up to us and kind of see us as a group of girls that they hope to be like when they're seniors. I feel like we're a very close group of girls, and I hope that they also want to be as close as all of us are.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your team, like, at this moment?
Hi. Hey
guys. I
have
hope
a
our
game
senior
today.
night's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Better start those
I
posters.
think we're gonna make it to the football game by
7:30.
7:15.
Blackout.
Maybe last 5
I'm
minutes.
saying.
Yeah.
And
I hope we win tonight.
never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
I just honestly for my team, I just really hope that their mewing streak is high.
Candy.
Don't put that.
Cut that.
I hope our season went well, and I hope everyone's still our fans.
Yeah.
Next.
Next question. Yeah. I'm not good at this one.
I'm trying to think of like a few more before like the last one. Are you guys planning to play volleyball in college or after?
This young lady.
I think
is.
someone's got to answer for that one.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay, but she's
Yeah.
she's gonna tell you guys where right now, and everyone
Reveal
knows. Everyone
in
knows.
Everybody knows at this point.
3, 2, 1. I committed to Duke.
it? Aubrey!
Come on. Ready, reveal, and 3, 2, 1. I'm a Longhorn.
Oh my god!
She's committed to Connecticut
I'm just kidding. I committed to Connecticut College. I'm gonna play volleyball for the rest of my life.
And she's gonna be a camel.
Right? A camel? Yep, camel.
Roll cams.
Roll humps!
Okay, my last question is, what is one thing that you've learned over the years?
Just have fun.
From
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think volleyball is a lot of teamwork, so
Yeah.
a lot of teamwork, because you can't get a point without everybody trying.
We learned that volleyball is like a mountain, and every rock on your path is just something you gotta get through. And if you're stuck looking at the rocks, you're never gonna be making it up the mountain to the sunset.
And so a lot of times in volleyball, you kind of get stuck. Not a lot of times. Maybe for our team, it's a lot of times.
On the mountain.
You get stuck on the mountain.
You
and
trip on a rock.
you just get in a rut.
You don't shuffle past the rock.
Exactly. And something I learned from the movie Sing.
Is bend your knees. Sit.
Take just 3 shuffles back and you know you're out of bounds.
All right, my thought was stupid anyway. So
No, carry on.
I was gonna say from Sing is that the guy, the koala, said that when you're at rock bottom, you can only go up. So just keep trying because you're gonna get better than what you did before.
Yeah, you have to fail to succeed. Like earlier this season, we failed against Weston, but at the state championship,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna succeed.
And we're gonna see them in the state tournament, and some might think we're gonna lose, but
Some might think
We
we're not
don't.
top dog.
But we're top dog.
We're top dog.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, that's the last question. So is there anything else that any of you guys want to say?
You didn't say anything to Jimmy or Ryan.
Oh, thanks
Thank you.
Thanks for
thanks.
teaching us everything.
Thanks for teaching me how to play
all
volleyball.
4
Yep.
years.
And some life lessons, a few.
Yeah, just a few though.
2 or 3.
And Coach Ian.
of course.
Oh,
and
Shayla.
Shayla.
And Coach
baby's
I
good.
hope your
Right
baby's
now.
good.
No, I want to say I miss you, Coach Colette.
Coach
and I love
Adam.
you, Ian, and I love you, Shayla, and I
We
love you
love
all
you.
coaching staff.
And
Coach Stefan.
I know.
And its dog.
Oh, Stefan.
Yes. Oh.
Yep.
Aw.
What's something?
Wasn't there another one?
Shout out to Pitch Perfect.
Shout out Pitch Perfect for getting
Shout out
Shout
Pitch
Dog
Perfect.
Pony.
Wait, are we doing that?
Shout
Shout
out
out.
300 String Orchestra.
Shout
Oh,
out
yeah.
that bus driver that always lets us sing and dance.
Yeah.
Oh, and always.
Oh, that's. I love the bus rides.
Yeah. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
We out!
Good luck this season.
Up next, the students from the drama auditions. Hi, everybody. All right, so who are you?
Well, my name is Charlotte Cook. I'm a junior. I'm a rep part of Drama Club, and I also like to act and sing.
Awesome. All right, Charlotte. So, is there anyone you're hoping to audition for today?
Genuinely speaking, I think it's a great cast, and I'd love to be cast as anyone.
Awesome. Okay. So, do you think there's anything that sets you apart from any of the other performers today?
I like to think us all as like equal. Like we all have our different like benefits to it that we bring
Yeah.
to a character. I'd like to say that I like enjoy like bringing my own twist to the character, like kind of following what they're feeling, but also like putting my own emotions into the characters. That's what I like to do personally.
Definitely. Awesome. All right. So you said you're a rep in the club, right?
Yeah.
So do you think there's anything like what do you love about this club?
I love meeting all like the new people that join, the past people. I love viewing all of the artwork that we do, the different styles, whether it being like historic, present, comedic, or like anything around that like thing. But I love just meeting people and performing.
Cool. Do you have any specific hopes for the club this year?
I hope that we all have a good time. Since it's a new, fresh start for all of us, I hope that we can all get along, have a positive time, and just really have fun.
Yeah. All right. Do you think there's anything that sets the ORR Drama Club apart from other schools?
I would definitely say we have a fun time. Like, while we have to be professional, we definitely have our moments, whether it being goofing off, playing with makeup, just joking around on set, either running around, throwing stuffed animals around on set. I generally think that we just have a good time.
Awesome. And are there any traditions that you want to maybe tell our viewers about? Anything that you really hold dear?
I definitely hold dear to my heart the breakfast run, as well as
good
the
one.
like the seniors like all get together and we like celebrate them. Really like enjoy that. We all get to like gather around, screaming little chants that we do, doing little things. We also do a shakeout in the girls' room where we get our body moving, and it's a really fun time.
Of course. All right. And is there any advice you have for anyone else auditioning today?
Just have fun with it, honestly. Like, no one cares what you do. It's fun. Have fun. Be yourself. Be what the character is in your mind, and just really have fun.
All right. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're back. All right, and so who are you?
My name is Max. I'm a junior, and I'm a stage manager at the drama club.
All right, so Max, you're a stage manager. So what does that really entail?
We kind of run everything backstage, whether it's set, making sure all the actors are where they need to be, making sure they have their props, kind of just everything backstage.
Okay, and what do you enjoy about being a rep?
I really love having kind of like an inside role in drama and just being able to kind of see everything from a different perspective than I would if I was just like a normal member, I guess.
Yeah. So is there, like, what made you want to join drama in the first place?
So I've been in drama all throughout elementary school, and then for whatever reason I didn't do the first show my freshman year. I don't know why. And then I got recommended by a friend to do Once Upon a Mattress, and I tried it, and I think it was a pretty good decision.
Yeah. You're happy with how it turned out?
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. And is there something that you think that this drama club has that maybe other schools don't?
We're definitely very close. I know we're not the biggest drama club, but I think that also brings us together a lot more and makes us feel kind of more like a family, and we're all
Of
very
course.
close with each other.
That's awesome. Very tight-knit group.
Yeah.
Okay. So Max, you said that you started theater in elementary school, right? Now, what kind of drove you to start doing that?
I've just always been interested in the arts, and just being a part of a community and kind of a family in some sorts is just really, it's a really nice feeling. And you get to know so many people, and it's also just a lot of fun.
Of course. And is there any advice you have for anyone performing today, anyone auditioning?
Just try your best, you'll do amazing, and yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Max. Who are you?
I'm Lucas Cabral. I'm a sophomore at ORR.
All right, and Lucas, how are you feeling about auditions today?
A little bit nervous, but mostly okay, I think.
And how many years have you been doing drama for?
At this school, 1, but I was in something in middle school.
And what kind of drove you to want to do drama in middle school?
I'm not really sure. I used to do chorus, so I was always really interested in that kind of thing, but I never really gotten the chance to before my school ended up getting a drama club, so I decided to audition and ended up getting a pretty good part, so.
Spur of the moment kind of thing?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how do you feel about drama at the high school so far?
I think so far it's been amazing. It's a way better experience than at my old school, and just really better than anything I've been in at a school.
Really? High praise.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Are there any specific things you would say that kind of you feel really bring everything together?
It's a very community thing. Everyone seems to know each other, and they're all very accepting. And I don't know, I've always just really liked acting.
Now, is there anyone in particular you're hoping to audition for today?
Not really. I'd just really be happy with anything.
Yeah.
Even if I don't get a part, it'll still be fun.
Definitely. You just really like the community?
Oh, I think that's probably the best part about it.
Really? All right. So is there any advice you would give to any of the other actors today?
I guess just try to stay calm and remember your lines. That's about it.
Well, break a leg, Lucas.
All right, thank you.
Of course. Can't wait to see the show.
In our last segment for today, a desk side chat with Mrs. Harrison.
What is your name?
Sue Harrison.
And what do you teach?
I teach lots of classes. I teach AP Computer Science, also Computer Science for All, Multimedia Design, and then next semester or term, I teach Game Design and Development and Cybersecurity.
Where did you teach before coming to Old Rochester?
Before coming to Old Rochester, I was at New Bedford Voc for a couple of years, and then before that I was at Plymouth North for 11, and before that I was at the Freetown Lakeville Middle School.
What did you find different about those schools as opposed to Old Rochester?
For New Bedford Voc was a vocational school, and I guess Plymouth North was similar to Old Rochester, but they also had tech programs in there as well.
So how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for a long time, 27 years. This will be my 27th year.
Have you always taught the same subjects?
I have not. When I first started out, I was in private school, so they actually threw everything at you, whatever they actually wanted you to teach. So I taught physical education and health and computers. But I also subbed for a little while, and I was a paraprofessional. So I guess you could say I'm very well-rounded.
So what did you do before you taught?
I've always kind of taught. So I have also coached. So I coached my kids in pretty much every sport that they did. So I coached soccer, I've coached basketball, but I've coached at the high school level as well. I've coached volleyball, basketball, and softball. But I've also coached college basketball for about 6 years. And the last year that I coached college basketball, we went to the Sweet 16. And pardon the expression, it was pretty sweet. But I've also worked at Gillette Stadium, and that was a lot of fun. But basically, out of college, I have been teaching.
How is teaching different than any other job?
I can't say that teaching is different than any other job. I feel like you're working with people in any job that you do. So I think that as long as you are You know, working, I guess you could say working with people, you need to make sure that you're getting along with others. You're kind of a people person or a team player. I played sports when I was in high school. I played sports when I was in college. So being a team player is a good thing to be able to get along with others. But something I tell my students all the time is to find a job that you're passionate about. And I don't really like saying that you know, a job is a job. If you find something that you're passionate about, you enjoy getting up in the morning, and that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy getting up every morning because I love teaching. So find something that you're passionate about, and a job's not going to be a job. It's going to be something that you enjoy doing. So once I don't enjoy teaching anymore, then I think it's going to be time for me to retire.
So who or what made you want to teach?
I've always been in some type of education. As a kid, I babysat, but I had a first grade teacher that was passionate about what she did. And her name is Miss Callahan, and I'm still in contact with her. And she made me want to teach because she taught the whole student. She didn't just teach kids. She was passionate about what she did, but she reached out to the kids wherever they were at. And I struggled when I was younger, and she always encouraged me to never give up. And she would always encourage me to keep going. And she would always say to me that even though I didn't get it right away, I would get it. And that always stuck with me. And the other thing that she did was she went to things outside of school. And that stuck with me too. Because to me, being a teacher is just not, being in the classroom. It's being out there. It's being, visible for your students. And teaching the whole student is just, your subject is amazing, but being able to connect and be a part of your student's journey that's the reason why I do what I do, and that's what she did, and that's why I became a teacher.
Sure. Where did you go to college?
I went to Eastern Nazarene College in Quincy. I also went to Bridgewater State for my master's, and then I also went to Carrig. So I feel like being an educator, you're kind of a lifelong learner anyway. But
what did you major in when you went there?
funny story, I was a computer science major my freshman year in college, and I took 2 programming classes and jumped ship. I didn't want to program for the rest of my life, so I switched majors and ended up with a psychology degree and a minor in education.
So what's worse, a class that won't stop talking or a class that won't talk at all?
A little of both. No. I feel like a class, for me, I was a talker. I always got that, that comment on my report card, talks too much. So I think a class that won't talk is worse because I'm a talker, so I would rather have students talk in my classroom, not while I'm talking, but it's easier to, I feel like it's easier to connect with kids that talk than it is with kids that kind of are silent.
How do you deal with either?
If they're not talking, usually I'll, walk around and try to make a joke or say something that I think is funny, and usually it's not funny, so then that will get them to maybe giggle or something like that. Or if no one's talking, then I usually say nod and pretend you're paying attention, and that usually will get a chuckle or two.
What interests you about computer science?
I've always had an interest in computers, even though I'm old. Back in the day, I did have a computer teacher that told me to go into computer science. So that's why I did go into computer science. He said that it's the new up and coming thing, and I thought he was crazy back in the day, but it was something that I was good at. Besides sports, I thought I was good at sports. School to me was a lot of fun. I had a blast in high school, but math and science came easy. English and history did not, but everything else kind of did, and computers is one thing that came easy to me. So that's kind of why I enjoy it.
What's the hardest problem you've ever had to solve on a computer?
Debugging things, I guess you could say. If you've ever coded anything, finding bugs in a code is probably the hardest thing, because you can sit there for hours and hours and hours and not find a semicolon that you forgot, or a curly bracket that is missing, or you hit another curly bracket and you can't find it. And sometimes it takes somebody else to come over and say, oh, there it is right there. And I think that's the hardest thing. So when I took those 2 programming classes in college, I think doing some of the debugging exercises that we did were the hardest ones that I had to do.
Who makes the best computers?
That's a loaded question, because I really think it depends on the user. So you have your Mac people and you have your PC people. And so it depends on a few things. It depends on the person's budget, depends on what the person's going to be using the computer for. And so that I think it all depends on, who's using it. So your Mac people, like I love Macs. I have a Mac at home. And it's easier if you're a Mac person, if you have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, all of that stuff is compatible and it's easy to go back and forth with everything. If you have a PC at home, it's not as easy to go back and forth with your PC, with your iPhone and your iPad. So it all depends. If you're a designer, if you're an artist, you want to go with a Mac versus a PC. So it all depends on the person.
Why should a student take computer science?
I think computers are everywhere. So in today's digital age, there's a growing demand for people with computer skills. So everybody needs to know a little bit about computers. And computer science is not all coding. It's not all, what everybody thinks it is. So I think everybody should take a computer science class, because every profession needs people that know computers. And if you know a little bit about computers, people are going to need you. And you never know what talent you have with computers if you don't take a computer science class. And it's just not for boys. So many girls think, I can't take that class because it's just a boys' class. So I'm not a boy, and I teach computer science. So I think it's a profession that anyone can do, and it's a great profession. People make a good amount of money in that profession. But besides that, there's so many innovations that aren't even invented yet. And you could be the next person that can invent something. So if you don't take a computer science class, you're stifling yourself. So personally, take a computer science class, because you could be the next person that invents fill in the blank.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds like a fun class.
You said it, Ezra. Teachers and students, if you want something filmed and shown on Bulldog Weekly, let us know at the ORC TV station.
Be sure to check out our Vimeo and social media channels for everything we film here at ORC TV. We film sports games, town meetings, school events, and much more. Well, that wraps up this episode of Bulldog Weekly. Until next time, I'm Ezra.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is Bulldog Weekly.